Don't you wanna be free when you're standing on the edge of time? One word's all I need to relieve you of your rising. Don't you wanna be free when it's turning upside down? Let me show you the way to go when all direction is lost. I cannot be all you need. I promise to be by your side, to help you set your mind at ease. For once I will not run and hide. I've said it time and time and again. If you want, I can be your friend. Don't you wanna be free to forget where your life should be? For once, stand up for what's right and be true to the ones you need. Don't you wanna be free and to never be afraid again? This time I will not let you go. I'll be your shelter from harm. I cannot be all you need. I'll promise to be by your side, to help you set your mind at ease. For once I will not run and hide. I've said it time and time and again. If you want, I can be your friend.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Sunday night, the beginning of our week or end of our weekend. I'd like to say it's the beginning of our week. If you haven't done so already, say hello in the chat. Hi, Sally, Daniel, Cheryl, Rhonda, Debbie Sue. Oh, Debbie Sue, how did your appointment go last week? Was it last Thursday? It was last Thursday. I hope everything went well. I don't think I've been on a live with you since your appointment. So hopefully it went well. And look at Scott. Hello, amigos. Okay. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I did. The last couple of days, there was a little bit of snow this morning, but it's been in the 50s. So it's certainly easier to get out there and run when it's just a little bit warmer. So hopefully I'll just drop a note what you've done this weekend. Anything fun? I know Sally went and got a new family member this weekend. And I remember her saying that she wasn't going to be doing her live Saturday night, but I don't remember her saying why. And I'm like, well, maybe she just didn't want to. I didn't know if it was personal, so I never asked or whatever. But when she showed us Sammy, right? You call him Sammy. So hopefully he's getting along well with everybody. And Libby and Gabe aren't too jealous. So what I wanted to do tonight, I guess before we even start, just take a deep breath, right? Let's just kind of release any tension that you might have, just anything heavy on your mind. Just take a deep breath. And when you exhale, just make sure you exhale longer than your inhale, just by a couple of seconds. Just drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Just feel good. Kind of loosen up a little bit. Nothing too heavy tonight, but I am going to ask. I am currently in this program that I'm taking. It's called Done. And I love this woman. She actually gives us homework every week. And so I want to see if you folks will join me in the homework this week. And I do think it'll be extremely beneficial. If anybody was on my Thursday live, or if you saw it on the replay, I had talked about choosing the lens as to how you see your day, right? We've all talked about, I know Rhonda's talked about it, I've talked about it, and it's very well known that when you first wake up in the morning, that is when I guess the best way to say it is your brain's the most pliable, right? It can be the most influenced. So one of the things that I've learned is you can go like to the closet of your feelings and just see how you want to feel that day and wear that feeling for the day. But what I talked about on Thursday was, what lens would you like to see your day through? And whether it was peaceful, calm, energetic, but I'd like to take it a step further. I want to actually suggest that you look through the lens of certainty, right? So, and just think for a second. If this exercise, if this experiment, whatever you want to call it, if it was to change your life, would you do it? Would you try it for a week? Because I do believe it will change your life. I know this is how I've gotten through so many things in life. So, and not, just for a week, right? Not looking for an overhaul. I'm not looking for a new you, just for 7 days. And I don't want to get it's not a mindset talk. It's just an experiment. I want you for 7 days, when you first wake up in the morning, I want you to see your day as, what if you walked through your day knowing that everything is working in your favor, right? What if you were certain that no matter what you did, no matter what you said, no matter what action you took, it would benefit you. It would propel you forward to, whatever you're trying to achieve in life, even just a sense of calmness, right? Because I think a lot of times what we do is we always, I don't want to say expect the worst. That's kind of heavy, but I do think we are somehow protecting ourselves if we think of all the outcomes that could happen. And it typically is not, we don't always look on the bright side of things, right? It's always like, well, what could happen? What's the negative? So whether it's, you get that, just anything, right? When something goes wrong, whether it's something small or something you've been rehearsing in your mind, you receive a weird email or maybe a delay or a cancellation, a bill, right? And the mind goes straight to, oh no, what if this falls apart? Here we go again. But what if we did not take that attitude and instead, we look to see how whatever is happening, reframe it and how it would benefit us, right? I think sometimes when we think of something, if we think in our mind that if we expect the worst, then maybe we won't get blindsided because we've already thought about it, right? If I lower my expectations, I won't be disappointed. I guess just if we imagine endings that haven't even happened, I think those thoughts, putting them out in the universe, only makes things worse for us, right? So, and here's what I'm realizing. Thinking those type of things, it doesn't it doesn't protect you, right? It just keeps you unsettled all day, right? It keeps that low hum, that low tension, running in the background. And, drop it in the chat. Has anybody else felt like this? Does anybody else do that? That quiet, constant, being on the edge? But what if instead, for 7 days, we stopped rehearsing the worst case and started rehearsing certainty instead? And I'm not talking about fake, positivity or pretending that life is perfect, because it's not, and it's not going to be. And I'm not saying that this next 7 days won't be hard, but just a quiet, conscious decision that something good might be unfolding for you. That maybe if something falls through, maybe it's a redirection and it's not, oh, here we go again, or this never works for me, right? Maybe it's just you don't see the whole picture yet. Man, I have story after story after story of when I'm going through something, and I think I've said this in videos, why God? Why is it happening? Why is it, this path? And I can guarantee when I've gotten to the other side, I have always understood, and it has always been for my benefit, always. So, and, I guess I keep getting these little confirmations throughout all the time, right? And I call them God winks or synchronicities. Even this morning, I knew what I was going to talk about today, talking about setting the lens of certainty in the morning when you wake up. And sure enough, Sally sent me a YouTube video. And I actually watch that guy from time to time, Sally. I hadn't seen that particular video, but he talks about, how to set your morning up for success as far as what are the 5 things you can do to set your day on a positive track. And I just looked at that as another, okay, I'm on the right path, God, I got it. So it was like a little confirmation. So, and when I'm in certainty, I see these God winks all the time. But when I'm anxious or fearful of something, I miss them, right? It's the same life. It's just a different lens. And my favorite quote, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So let me just take a minute and let me say what certainty is. Like I said, it's not fake positivity, and it's not saying that nothing bad will happen. But what it is saying is even if something hard happens, you can handle it. Or if something shifts in your life, you can adjust to it. Or if something falls apart, then maybe it's clearing space for something new. It's just being steady that whatever's going on is for your benefit, right? So let me just catch up on the chat here. Lots of hellos. Let me go back. Okay, hello. Yes, Scott, I noticed that when I logged on, I noticed that Grizzly was live. So she was battling an annoying troll, a badge of honor, I guess. Yeah, I guess I remember when I got my first troll a few weeks ago, it was on a Sunday Night Live. It wasn't as worrisome as I thought it would be. I don't want to say a badge of honor, but I kind of felt like I was initiated in because I hadn't gotten a troll yet. I haven't even gotten a bad comment, at least back then. I have gotten a bad comment since, but something in my background triggered somebody once a couple weeks ago. So I was like, sorry. But so I know she goes live every other Tuesday as well at 6 p.m. Eastern. But I know she's been doing supplemental lives as well in addition to those. Oh, okay, Debbie, so I'll check that out. Hey, Daryl. Welcome. I'm not sure you've joined before. Maybe you have. It's good to have you here, hon. My friend Mike, I think I scared him last week because I was trying to chase him down because it dawned on me he wasn't here. So Debbie Sue, I was glad to hear that good report. Birds in a hurricane, I hear that. Hello. I got to hang out with my nieces and nephews this weekend. Went fishing and caught fish yesterday and taught them about fish. Went hiking Saturday too, then tried catching frogs with my nephews. Yes, Daniel, I watched both of those videos. I love seeing you interact with your nieces and nephews. I thought that was so cool. And I really loved the hike that you and Maymay had done. Though she's a lot braver than I am. And I think you had commented in the video that she's done cave hikes before. As you guys were walking in with no light or anything, I was like, I don't know if I'd do that. I mean, I'm not usually afraid, but just whether slipping or falling or just creepy crawly things. So I know you guys didn't go that far, but as you're walking in, I'm like, oh my goodness, they're brave. I don't think I would have done that. But it sounds like you'll go back when you have some additional equipment. So that was pretty cool. That is really cool to have that close by to you to do something like that. But tell me, how was the walk up? What was it, 222 stairs or something like that? You didn't give us a whole lot of view of you guys walking up. So just curious how the walk up went compared to the walk down. Hello, famous Mike. Daniel, you are my hero. You're living life just like you should. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, he is always happy. You know, I'm sure he's probably shaking his head, but he always seems to be happy. He always looks on the bright side of everything. I'm sure there are times, Daniel, that you're not, but when I talk to you, you always seem to be. Hey, CL. I'm glad you're here, hon. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I don't want to get too far behind. Mike, joke around. I don't know, Mike. She told me not to tell you this, but she said that you changed her life. So you can talk to her about that. But she did. She said you changed her life for the better. For the better. So, you know, you never know, right? Think about that for a minute. You never know when you do or you say something that literally can put somebody else's life or path, you know, just a more positive trajectory than you just don't know when you touch somebody else's life. And Sally says it all the time in the morning. Just be kind. Just say hello, because it's like that domino effect. You being kind or saying hello to somebody, they'll just pass it on. Or, you know, that person could be having a really bad day or feeling like they don't matter. Just to have somebody smile at them means the world. I've been on the other side of it, so I'm speaking from experience. It means the world. We all need that. So I know Sally says it every single day, or mostly every single day, but it's so true. Rehearsing, certainly. I like that. Yes. Yeah. I mean, just think about it. Think about if you knew things were going to work out, just the actions you take, right, would be different than the actions you'd take if you were like, oh, I'm not so sure. It never works out. And I'm telling you, do this for 7 days. What do you have to lose? When you get up in the morning, just say, you know, everything's going to work out for me today, or it's working out in my favor today. So, and I'll go over a few lines that I had come up with. And actually, I came up with a one-pager too that if I can figure out how to get into Google Docs, I will drop it in the description. So he was late for class, that's all. Okay, I don't know what that is. I love a nice pivot. Oh, my girl. Hey, Court. This is my daughter, folks. Court in the wild. So she just got herself a new home. She's going to get it this week. So it's been a long week. But Thanks, hon, for joining. When Lori starts reading comments, we will really have her confused. That's why I'm skipping over some of them, Scott, because I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but that's okay. This is the same thing as like just going with the flow. Yes, but even more, one step further, Sally. But yes, you're right. But more than just going with the flow, knowing whatever that flow is, it's conspiring for you. The universe is working in your favor, not against you. So, and sometimes that's hard. That's hard to see, right? You know, especially when you're going through a tough season. And we've all gone through tough seasons. You know, I know Daniel's going through a tough season. But when he gets to the other side of that, he's going to realize that this tough season is just what he needed to get himself well and you know, set up a life for him better than he could have imagined. So sometimes we just we don't see it when we're going through what is that saying? You don't see the trees as you're walking through the forest or something like that. But I was told there'd be no math. Oh, there's always math, Scott, right? Isn't the whole world based on math? We are the chattiest group of people I know. Yeah, especially when I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about. Scott, do you notice that Daryl is just acting like he's not even knowing me here? What are you guys next to each other, Sally? Or are you guys in different rooms? That's funny. And I think I don't know if you saw my comment. Sally's video, I think it was from last June, her anniversary video, for whatever reason, showed up in my feed just this morning. And if you have not seen her video from last year, I want to say it was last June, because that's when her anniversary is. Adorable pictures of both her and Daryl. Wedding photos, just, man. And after 40 years, they're still in love. I loved seeing that, Sally. So thank you for sharing that. Engagement is engagement. Scott, I don't do math. I write an Excel formula to do it for me. Yeah. I'm sure you deserve it, Sally. I trust Dee's judgment. I believe that if you hope for the best, expect the worst, and just deal with it as it comes. God has always helped me through it. Yes, it's always in your favor. Always. And you know what? I'm not going to put Cord on the spot, and I don't even know if she's still here. But, you know, what she went through, you know, a week and a half ago, I mean, is awful, right? It was traumatic. But we've been talking a little bit, and, you know, obviously she's almost on the other side of it, and, you know, she physically didn't, you know, get hurt too bad. It was for her benefit. It really was. I know, as weird as that sounds, and I think she would agree if she was still here, that what happened, that accident, was just, you know, a kick in the pants that she needed. And so sometimes you just don't see it. Not that I suggest an accident to wake you up by any means, but you're right, Daryl. Okay. She's going to look at the comment. She's going to be very confused. Yes, but I'm just going to go with it. I used to sit in board meetings all the time and not always understand what they were talking about, and I would just go with it. So I have practice at that. Worrying is illegal. That's right, Scott. You did a video on that. Sally is pushing me to go live twice a week now. I think this constitutes illegal harassment. I'm calling the police. Oh, I don't know, Scott. I like that idea. Twice a week. That seems to be, you know, I mean, we can't be crazy like Sally and go like 17 times a week, but twice a week is good. I think you can do it. That's as long as Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs doesn't mind. But 2 lives and watching all the videos and creating videos and then, you know, working a job and all that stuff. I've learned I got to start blocking my time better. So, tell her to send the trolls my way. Yes, you're good with the trolls, Sally. I'm making a grilled cheese sandwich. You can't be sad or worry when you have a hot sandwich. That sounds very good because I'm very hungry. Grilled cheese is the best. I practically live on grilled cheese. Grilled cheese and tomato. Provolone, sharp provolone with tomato slice. Yum. It's my favorite. Do you have tomato soup to dip the grilled cheese in? Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a must, Scott. I can't find any tomato soup. I was going to have a grilled cheese earlier. Have you guys ever tried the Rao's tomato soup? Raos, probably saying it wrong. Their soup is phenomenal. It's so good. And they have a really good tomato soup too. Small bowl of chili. Oh, we had that the other night. We had chicken chili. No, the chili again. Do you not like chili, Scott? See, I'm making chili tomorrow. What kind of chili, Sally? Do you use beef? Do you use chicken, veggie, a little bit of everything? Hey, Indigo, welcome. I'm glad you're here, hon. I'm marking Allie Tardy from class tonight. Oh, my goodness, yes. Yes, yes. Sally, have you talked to Allie today? I think you said you did. Hello. I have a teenager, so it only lasts 2 days. Yes. You're chilly? The walk back up, my legs was feeling it. We took our time back up. I hated it when we got to my brother's house. The kids' rooms are upstairs, and walking up and down was like, ouch. So you went fishing and visiting your brother after the hike, then I take it? Yeah, using the muscles that you're not really used to. And I would almost bet the muscles that you use going down the stairs were probably more sore than the muscles you use going up the stairs, even though you felt it going up. I don't know, because I don't think we go down as much as we climb up. So I always think it's those muscles that get worn out more so. Hello, hello. It was a good secret, Sally. Mike needs to know how much he's loved. Everybody's loved. Congrats, Court. Glad you were okay in the crash. So scary sounding. Hey, y'all. Long week for sure. I'm heading to yoga in a few, but glad I could be here for a bit. I appreciate it, hon. Thank you. Hey, Jason. Welcome, hon. I've been enjoying those sunrises. And you've inspired me to, I told my husband this morning, I said, you got to make my garden a little bit bigger because I want to try potatoes. I've always wanted to try potatoes, never have, but you've inspired me. So, but I want to do sweet potatoes. So I don't know if those are any different than regular potatoes as far as growing. And I also heard you could grow potatoes like in a container versus in a garden, like just a deep container. So if that's true, let me know, Jason. Thank you. All very grateful. Hey, Pam. How are you, hon? Well, it's nice to see you, Pam. It's always nice to see you, hon. I love your Thursday morning coffee chats. And you have another video up, but I have not seen that one yet. So I need to catch up. Okay, that's exciting. You're getting a new home. Yeah. You know, there's not a whole lot of new homes out there that, earn over $100,000. It's crazy what these vans are going for. Crazy. So, I think I am all caught up. Oh, if somebody would, with the help of Sally, she helped me create a sticker. So now I want to get some stickers made. And I don't know, is there such a thing as like vinyl stickers that you can remove? But if anybody has a place that makes really good stickers, would you drop it in the comments? I want to start collecting stickers and giving stickers out and whatnot. So I know, Scott, you have, I believe, Jason, you have, Sally, you have. I think we all need to get stickers made because I want to start a sticker album. Nice live yesterday, but your thumbnail was false advertising. Oh. I'm staring to make when statements toward my personal goals. It's really helping me stay motivated. I'm starting to make when statements. So are you basically saying, are you declaring that something has already happened? Are you living from the end? Is that what you mean, Indigo? But yeah, and we have to take, we have to take that viewpoint, right? Because if you take the viewpoint of, I don't know, I can't think, but you you just can't be in lack. So you have to take it that you're living from where you want to be already. And but I'm curious, expanding your thought there, hon. At least Dan has his tough season figured out. I'm still trying to figure mine out. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I feel your doctors just are not doing what they need to be doing, Sally. But I mean, obviously, you know better than I do. But hi, wonderful people. Don't we have a great community, guys? And I was on somebody's live the other night, and good grief, now I cannot remember her name. She's on my list that I put together. And she's actually in Massachusetts. She lives in Massachusetts, so I was pretty excited about that. Though she's out in the western part, so she's still a couple hours away. But I really enjoyed participating in that live. It was a lot of fun. It's just so many wonderful people out here. So, and I know, Sally calls us the core crew, which personally I love Sally. So I'm not sure if you've gotten any feedback on that, but I do love it. And there is so much more room, right? There is no definitive core crew. It just keeps growing. So you just need to have a kind heart. It's the only entry fee you need to be part of the core crew. That's one of my biggest fears, to get into a car accident like that or falling asleep at the wheel. Yeah. Yeah, and yesterday I was driving back from the lake, and so talk about in my favor here. So I was driving back from the lake, and about 20 minutes north of my exit, highway came to a dead stop. And there was an accident, and at that point they shut down the highway, I'm assuming, to get all the tow trucks in there to get all the cars off the highway. But I was there, I think I counted, it was like almost 33 minutes where we just didn't move. But I also wanted to leave the lake at 9:30. Because I was going to see the grandkids. So anyways, I wanted to leave early, but I didn't get out of there till like 10:15. So just think, if I had left on time, I don't know, would I have been caught up in that accident? Granted, I was stuck in it, but I would certainly rather have been stuck in it than part of it. So maybe that delay was in my favor. But yes, Mike, you're right. That is, and it's never you that you're worried about, right? Unless you're falling asleep. It's always, people are so distracted on the road, so distracted. They're swerving. They're in the left-hand lane going 65. Yeah. People are trying to do too much while they're driving instead of just driving. Absolutely. Thank God she's okay. Hey, Catherine. I've been listening, but now watching too, with tea and chocolate. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That is amazing. My husband got me these wonderful chocolates for Valentine's Day. One of the companies one of their, I guess, clients, he works for Cushman and Wakefield, and one of their clients is a big chocolate manufacturer. So when he traveled a couple weeks ago, they gave him all these chocolates. So they're pretty good. But told him no more. Can't have those in the house because I will eat them. I hope you've had a great weekend, Catherine. I think it's your Monday morning now, so I hope you had a good weekend, hon. I totally get that. I've been trying to do that as well. She hasn't gotten it yet, Mike. She is flying back to California on Tuesday to pick it up. So yes, that is going to be that's mandatory. I told her she has to take video of it inside and out. It's built out, so it is ready to be lived in. But obviously, she wants to change up some things to make it more her own. And so, and since I'm registering it for her, she can send us a video. So instead of I want to, my reframe is I have decided to. Yeah, that's a good one, Scott. And again, when you say like I want, even though that's positive, that still means that you don't have. So that's where I was talking about you can't have the mindset of that's considered lack. So I decided is certainly better than I want. I know I had to choose one quickly, but it was a lie. I'll have to go check that. Congratulations on your new home. It was 1000% was the thing that catapulted me into my next highest timeline. Yep, we talked about that. That thumbnail lured me in, Pam. We'll do a van tour when I get it. Hello, Miss Kiwi. That's awesome. I can't wait. You're definitely living the life I dream of, besides the car accident. Okay, I'm not running. I can deal without the running. Yeah. I can't run like that either, Mike. Court, kind of fun you get to start over and play an all new setup. Dylan said my thumbnail was clickbait. Next time I will take a photo inside and do my live outside. Oh my goodness, I must be so far behind. Basil is my 1000% favorite. Oh, yes, I love their line of soups. I love that one, and I love the wedding soup that they have. Don't worry, Mike. I do enough miles for the both of us. For all of us. For everyone here, she does enough miles. And yes, really excited for a fresh start. We got to check your live out, Pam. Clickbait. Did you name the new van yet? Maybe save the reveal for a video, though. She has, well, I don't know if it's definitive, but yeah, she has come up with a name. So, that's very cool. Your daughter was here, Lori. So glad she's okay. Yeah. Yep. I asked her to pop in if she was around. So she did. She's a good kid. There was no at all in Rob's live stream criticizing everyone, including Mike's thumbnails. Ignore him, Mike. They're good. Really? I wasn't on. I think it's the first live stream of Rob's I've missed this week since I've been following him. So whoever that was, I missed it. Lori, do we have to hunt down Allie? We're going to have to, Sally. Yes. Pam, thank you for classing this joint up. Sally and Mike had me thinking this was the Waffle House. I think maybe he was trying to help people. I did go back through and change some of the things like you said. I didn't have it as a negative. I love stickers. Do you have stickers, Mike? Have you created one? Sally's really good at creating them. She gave me a lot of inspiration. Y'all know she's slaying them bass on the water or doing mommy things. You're probably right. But yeah, we can still call her. I do all my stickers and magnets through Sticker Mule. If you want, Lori, I can send you a link afterwards. Oh, that would be great, Scott. Yes. All right. Am I close enough just so I can? Oh, no. All right. I'm just going to close out the rest of my notes. What time is it? So I wrote down some things that we could, I guess, reframe, right? So let's say you get an unexpected bill. Maybe the old script is, this always happens to me, right? You have extra money come in. And sure enough, you get a flat tire or just something, right? Unexpected happens. And you say, this always happens to me. So instead, say, okay, what's the opportunity here? Just think of something, reframe it into something more positive. Or maybe someone doesn't text you back. And instead of saying, oh, they're pulling away, that, I don't know, they don't want to be friends or whatever. Just say, I don't know the whole story. Maybe they're going through something. Or if a plan falls through, instead of saying, great, another setback, say, maybe this is protection. And that's kind of like in real time what I was thinking about that happened yesterday coming back from the lake. I left 45 minutes later than I wanted to. So maybe, that prevented me from being part of that accident. And think about that. Even when I read those lines, think about how you feel compared to that old way, versus reframing it into something more positive. So for 7 days, right, this is what I want us to do. When something is not aligned with your thinking or just makes you feel bad or triggers you, whether it's a delay, a comment, just your mood, I just want you to reframe it. I want you to pause and I want you to choose certainty instead. Maybe this is redirection, or, I'm not behind. This is working in my favor. I don't see the whole picture yet. And, I'm not saying journaling or anything like that. Just reframe it. Certainty. You wake up in the morning and just everything you do is from the standpoint of certainty. What actions would you take if you knew for sure that it's working in your favor? That doesn't, it doesn't mean the outcome will be what you thought it to be, but it's working in your favor. It's working, better than what you thought. So instead of rehearsing that worst case scenario, whether it's about money or your health or relationships or just your future, your purpose, just view it for the next 7 days. Next Sunday, we'll check back in. And I just want to hear how it changed what you did throughout the week, how you felt. Because again, speaking from experience, I can promise when you start scanning your surroundings for alignment instead of disaster, you will see alignment, right? Remember, everything you already need is already inside of you. There is nothing out here that is going to complete you or make you whole. Nothing. Everything you need is already inside. So you just need to connect with that. Okay, those were my notes. And I did do I have a 1-page, let me see, can I show it? It's just more or less a checklist. I know I like to have a to-do list and I like to be able to check things off. So, and again, I will put that in the description. And I actually, I did several pages of it, but the larger document will be out of my school community. So if you want that, it doesn't cost or anything. You just have to put your email in and then you can go to the classroom and you can get the document. So if you want the extended version. So both of those. All right. Scott, that's hilarious. I wish I had been here for that conversation. I mean that when I get a job I love or when I move to Colorado. Oh, okay. Yes. Awesome. When you move to Colorado, my daughter would love to start her life after college in Colorado. Do you have a place in mind? She would love to. She spent a summer out in Boulder with her boyfriend, and she'd love to go back there. But I don't know. It's going to depend on the job. She had an interview the other day with Phillips Medical, one down in Pennsylvania and then one up here in Boston. So we'll see. We'll see where she ends up. Dylan and I were lost last night with no trivia with Sally D. Right? Did you know, Pam, that I'm not sure when you joined, the reason that Sally, it's not a surprise because she told everybody today, the reason she did not do her live last night is because she got a new member of the family, Sammy. So she got another basset hound. It's very cute. Very cute. I've been through a lot of tough medical stuff, so I'm manifesting positivity whenever I can. Oh, yes, Indigo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll keep you in my prayers, hon. Yeah, the health stuff is, it can be tough because sometimes I feel things are working against us. So, but keep thinking positive, keep manifesting towards that. I don't know if you meditate at all, but keep working towards, that you're healthy, that your body is healthy. I just talked to Allie. Okay, cool. She's on her way. Oh, don't make her feel bad. Oh, hey, Allie. So Sally and I have this thing, right? When we see somebody missing, like last week it was Mike, and it didn't dawn on me until the very end of the live that Mike didn't comment at all. And then I went back through my comments to see if I just missed it, because as you can see, I get behind. So then we were chasing him down. So Sally just said, well, where's Allie? So we're like, okay, we got to go find her. So thank you for joining, Allie. Hopefully, but don't feel you have to stay or keep multitasking. Do whatever you need to do, hon. But tell me, did you try the mushroom coffee? I think I told you I did. It's okay. It's certainly not going to replace regular coffee. But I'm doing it instead of like energy drinks. So let me know if you did it and what your thought was. Hi, Allie. Were you fishing with the gators today? My stickers can be put on a cup or something and still can be washed without falling off. They are vinyl. Well, that's, I think, what I'm looking for, Sally. Because I know, like, my girls like to put them on their water bottles and stuff, but they also like to throw their water bottles in the dishwasher. So I marked you absent from class. Not today. It'll be tomorrow, Pam. I liked your video the other day, that quiet spot, that hidden spot you were at. Man, you guys are just so lucky to have that type of weather. It was like I could feel the warmth of it, and I could hear the birds singing. It's coming here, I know. Just got to be a little bit more patient. Sounds good, Allie. Weekends are busy sometimes. The drivers in this town are absolutely lawless. Does that mean they drive like crazy, Scott? Is that what you mean by that? Florida drivers. Oh, no. I am sure Massachusetts has the worst drivers, the worst. So I would go toe to toe with you on that one. Scott says otherwise, but I love Girl Scout cookies. Yes, they were at the market today. Do you remember, like, decades ago, you could only get Girl Scout cookies if you ordered them, from somebody you knew, and it took a month to get them, and that was it. It was the only time. Now they're like everywhere, and of course they're about this big and about triple what they used to cost. So, but you are 100% right, Indigo. They are, and I don't know if they still have the s'mores. It's been a long time. I think they call them something else. The ones with the caramel and the coconut and chocolate, those are my favorite. Love them. Core crew, I would do anything for any of you. You know that. Oh boy, am I really far behind? Just stop by to give a thumbs up. We'll have to watch the replay as we got home from our trip and I got to unload the car. Thank you, Granny. I'm sure you're already gone, but thank you, hon. Try to let those fears go if you can. Do they make zero sugar chocolates? I don't know if this company does, Daniel, but there is zero sugar chocolates out there. So the no sugar added Lily dark chocolate chips are good. There you go. Thanks. I would have been fishing, but my folks had a dishwasher leak and had to empty the kitchen. Oh my goodness. Dang. I'm sorry, Allie. Yes, Daniel, they do make zero sugar candy. My son has tried it. Oh, sorry. Okay, I got zero sugar Hershey's and Reese's here. Just curious. The zero sugar has sugar alcohol, and that's not good either because sugar alcohol makes you have diarrhea. Well, there you go. That could be good for his pooping video. Take 2. I only eat 1 or 2 at a time. Yes, you have to be careful and read serving size. How long, Daniel, have you been? I know it's been a little while, but I think strictly you've been on this no sugar diet for a week, low carb and everything. Has it been a week or a little bit longer? And I know you have an appointment tomorrow, so I'm praying everything goes okay for you, hon. At Sally, I don't know, my son eats it, not me. It's supposed to be good for diabetics, but what do I know? You know a lot, Mike. The sugar-free Hershey disagrees with my tummy. I have to get the more expensive, less ingredient brands. I'm here. See, we missed you, Allie. Or they're sleeping. It seems like there's never enough money. I don't know if that was in response to something. Hey, Miss M. Welcome. I'm glad you could make it, hon. Shuffling bills around to pay. Oh, yes, yes. What's that saying? Borrow from Peter to pay Paul or something like that. The thing is, you know what? There is enough money out there. There really is. We just need to get on that timeline, Mike. But there is enough money. There's enough money for everybody out there, regardless of what people say. But yes, the powers that be certainly have not helped us at all. You know, the food packaging, what do they call it? Shrinkflation. It's probably half the size of what it used to be and double the price. It's crazy. It's crazy. Money and time, 100% on the time. And you ever notice when you're having fun or just, I consider that's when you're in the flow, how quickly time goes? You know, you don't want time to go quickly, but at the same time, it always does when you're in the flow and having fun. So, Lori, I just noticed you need 10 more friends to have 500. Holy moly. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there, Sally. So, having to work extra overtime just to pay for bills, wearing out your body. Yes, Mike. You know, we've talked about that, hon. You know, you need time for yourself to decompress. I do get it. I do get it. You know, I don't. Let's talk. Let's talk. And your mind, 100%. Again, I can't say it enough. You cannot, you know, get water from a well that's run dry. So, you know, I worry about that, Mike. Yes. Great thoughts, Lori. Thank you for sharing. Oh, you're welcome, Pan. I agree, Mike. I'm salary, so I can't get overtime. Yeah, that's the biggest scam, isn't it, Daryl? You know, that is the biggest scam. I don't pay electric, they turn it off, or if I don't pay electric, they turn it off, or do I not pay for the phone bill, but it gets turned off, or do I not pay the gas? Need it all, then how do I pay for gas to get to work? Yeah, the electric's a tough one for us here. It is so bad. You know, we have a house in New Hampshire and we have a house in Massachusetts, and we split our time. So basically, the electricity is, I'd say, equal as far as usage goes. But the powers that be here in Massachusetts they have really dragged us through the mud. They signed up for things that didn't work, and now we have to pay that off until Lord knows what. And now we still need to bring in another fuel line, so we got to pay for that. So let me just explain. Same usage, right? Same houses, roughly the same size of the house. In New Hampshire, it costs us about $130 a month for electricity. In Massachusetts, we're at over $400. And by 2030, they're expecting it to be basically the amount of a mortgage payment, around $1,000 a month for electricity. Keep telling my husband we need to get out of Massachusetts. It is just so bad. They're also going to start charging us for if you're only going to get so many miles on the road, and then after that, they're going to start charging you for mileage. So that's coming in 2035. So I do hear you, Mike. I'm sorry you're going through that, Mike. It's tough. Don't be sorry for venting. No, don't. Because first of all, you know what, Mike? You're not alone. Maybe it's not an electric bill that somebody is worried about paying, but there are other things. So don't ever worry about venting. That's what we're here for. Not just the good stuff, not just, to make each other laugh. That's what we're here for. Don't ever apologize for that. Good luck for her interviews. My goal is Denver or Fort Collins. Very cool. Very cool. And thank you. I will pass that good luck on. So, and her boyfriend, they've been together for like 5 or 6 years now, and he's out in Washington State. So he's going to move to wherever she ends up getting her job. So even if it's not Colorado, they'll be happy because they're finally together, but because they've spent a long time apart being at different schools. But thank you, Indigo. Thank you very much. That was very kind. The subject brings up a lot of anxiety, but I know God will help me through it. He will. He will, Mike. Hey, Yvonne. Thanks for joining, hun. It's okay, Rhonda. It's been most of my life, and somehow God keeps taking care of me. He does. He absolutely does. Speaking of somebody who works a lot, there's Yvonne. Maybe her ears were ringing when we were talking about working a lot. I am very, very thankful, though. I was able to save up and get a new computer. Woohoo! Congratulations, Mike. Was it the MacBook or the iMac or something? I think you said you were looking for an Apple. That is amazing. Congratulations. So now you can do your videos on... You didn't have a laptop, right? You were doing everything on the phone? That is awesome. That is fantastic. I'm so excited for you. Oh, I'm so excited. So mine is time. Money breaks even, so I don't let it bother me. I'm on salary, no overtime. Yeah, time's a big one for me, especially the older I get. I feel like there's not enough time to spend time with my grandkids or just do all the things that I want to do. Even just catching up on videos. I love just sitting down in the morning. I usually get up around 6 a.m. and I get my cup of coffee and I'll just take my iPad and I go and catch up on everybody's videos. And sometimes then I have to go back and leave comments because sometimes I don't leave the comments at the same time. Sometimes I want to think about them. But that's my favorite time of the day, really, is sitting down in that as the sun's rising and just catching up on it with everybody's videos. I love all you guys. I love knowing about you. I love learning about you. I love being pulled into your life. I just love it. Sometimes I wish you guys were closer. I feel so far away, but Sally's going to set up a reunion for all of us or a get together, whatever you call it. So you pick a date, Sally, and then we'll start planning it. Yes, I've had chronic problems since 21, and I do meditate and take good care of my mental health. Well, that's more than half the battle, Indigo. So that's really good. That's really good. So, um, and I'm sure you've looked into so many different things, but is it, you know, pay attention to the food? Obviously, I don't want to get in. I'm sure you've looked at all that. So, um, oh, that's exciting, Sally. New member of the family. Oh my goodness, I'm behind. I have been a bit out of the loop this weekend. It's easy to get out of the loop, Pam. Let me tell you, it's easy. Life has a way of being lifey sometimes. Let me just. If I can't afford not to be positive, I am the light of the. I can't afford to not be positive. I am the light of the family, and that's okay, Allie, for you to be the light. But you need to do something to charge yourself. You cannot carry it all yourself, and I know you know that. And I don't want to be a mom here and be preachy, but you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. I mean, we love you, hon. You cannot let yourself get run down and get sick. You know, even if you just need to call somebody and talk sometime and vent or rant or whatever, you have my number, and I'm sincere. I mean it. Call me. Sometimes that's all you need. So I get you have to be the light for your family, but you also need to do something for yourself. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on our own understanding. 100%, Cheryl. Very wise words. Yep, Pam, he's so sweet. Oh, Sammy, yes. Where's. I'm glad you could make it, Tyler. Welcome, hon. How's your wife feeling? Hopefully she's feeling okay. That first trimester is usually the hardest. Great scripture. Yes. All right. You are a bright light, Allie. She certainly is. Hey, Dora. Wow, welcome, hon. I'm glad you could pop in. Hello, Tyler. Good to see you. You were definitely missed. Not yet with the mushroom. I am so far behind. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Allie, I suspect positivity comes natural to you. It probably does. It probably does. Just make sure you take care of yourself too, hon, please. And I'm speaking from experience. Hey, Mike, that's really nice to know. It's been a busy week. Big good day, mateys. You're telling me, Tyler, it's been a heck of a week. We have had some really nice weather. 83 degrees. Oh, you know what? I don't want to miss all your comments, but you know what I wanted to share? Hey, Jen. Yes, I'm glad you could make it. And I don't want to miss the comments. But I want to share. So, I might run a little over, but in case you have to drop, let me see if I can do this. I want to share my screen because on Thursday, I was talking about how I watch baby eagles on a trail cam. And so I just wanted to show you. And it just dawned on me, Rhonda, when you said it was 83, and I know you're in Texas, and that's where the eagle's nest is, though I was catching up on the comments, and I guess they lost one of the baby eagles. But let me just. Okay, hold 1 second. Screen share. Oh, I don't know if it's going to pop open. Oh my. All my Macs just turned on. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can see it. Oh, wait a minute. Here it goes. See the baby? The little baby. But I guess the baby's doing really well. And mom and dad are bringing it extra food since there's only the one now, they were saying. So, and I love as they get older, you'll start seeing them venture out a little bit. Love it. I just wanted to share that, folks. Hopefully you can see it. So let me know if you guys could see it. Oh, hold on. Why is it still playing? Hold on. Oh, okay. Um, Listening while you're driving. That's okay, Dora. Just drop a comment. Were you guys able to see the baby eagle? It was only 25 here today, and I'm outside trying to grill my dog. You know what? You know how it gives you a temperature and then it says feels like? It's actually been feeling about 10 degrees warmer because of the sun than what the actual temperature is. So we had some snow today, but it's been nice. It's been really nice here. That is not grilling weather. Oh, we grill all year long, Rhonda. You you just got to get used to it when you really only have a good 5 6 months out of the year that there's nice weather. You would love that trail, Lori. I bet jogging in the Florida white sand. It's not like the beach. It is soft, not as soft as the beach sand. I bet I would too. And that's supposed to be really, really good for you versus, the pavement alley. Excuse me. Daryl goes out and grills in snowstorms. I know I'm late, guys, so if you have to drop, no worries. Sally, I think you missed it, but I did say you made a design for a sticker for me. I just need to get them printed out. Oh, okay. So you do have some, Mike. You just got to get them printed. Okay. Brr, Daryl grilling in the snow. The worst place I have ever driven was New York. Yeah, you might be right, Daryl. New York. Eh, Connecticut. Have you ever driven through Connecticut? They're pretty bad too. My goodness. 1 week. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm really far behind. Well, kudos to you, Daniel. 1 week. 1 day at a time. Always take that right next step. It doesn't. Do you remember the old International coffee? Is that what it was called? It came in like this square tin can. What was it called? It was called something like that. To me, it tastes like that, Sally. If you ever International Delight or something. I mean, I'm going back decades. I don't think they make it anymore, but that's what it tastes like. Sugar-free chocolate gives you gas. Rhonda, I just give the grill a hug to keep warm. Okay. Allie, doesn't it feel good to know that people missed you and they want to know that you're okay? Yeah, we did. We did. Biggest question is, do you want more money or more time? Tyler, let me ask, why do you have to choose? I think we can have both. I do think we can have both. So, I mean, our time is certainly defined, but we can learn how to be more productive and focus on things so that our time is spent more on things we want. So, but I don't know. I'm a firm believer you can have both. Right? I'm certain of that you can have both. There is. I'm just not good with making money decisions. Okay. It does feel good, Sally. I'm the same, Mike. This is the year my word is prioritized, and I'm trying to do better with that. Wow, I don't know how people make it. We are here for you. We are here for you, Mike. Thank you for shouting that out, Allie. We are. All our utilities have increased 25%. Isn't it crazy? And we literally have no say over it. No say over it. That's what I tell Mike. He's going to get the computer. He worked so hard to get it and worked and worked and worked and worked, and now he doesn't have any time to use it. No, he'll find time to use it. You're going to love it, Mike. Congrats on the new computer. I am so far behind. Mike, your videos are about to jump. They are about to jump. They're about to fly. Yes, Scott, help me pick out one. The Apple Mac Pro, a couple years older, but it's better features. Awesome. I am so excited for you. I know you had just emailed me about that, so that's amazing. That was just a few days ago. I am so excited. I love my MacBook Pro. Yeah, I love mine too. And it dawned on me it's a few years old, but man, it hums. I could never go back. When I do my contract work for Nokia, I obviously use a Windows, and I hate it. I hate it. I love my Mac so much. I'm not trying to put you down or anything, but like, I just worry about you. You're my brother. Yeah. See, good to know you have one. If I have questions, I may contact you. Okay, taking care of myself is my hard thing. I feel like I am always needed. Be preachy. I need to be reminded. Okay, everybody witness here. Allie said I could be preachy. Okay, I'm going to be checking on you, dear. Sometimes you just need that. Sometimes you just, we all have seasons that you just need somebody to lean on sometimes. I've had plenty of seasons where I have had to lean on people. So I will always be the first one to help pay back for everybody that's ever helped me. So, hello, hello. I haven't learned all the features we get to learn together. Oh yeah, I probably haven't even scratched the surface of what my computer can do. I keep wanting to call Scott, but I know he's busy, and but one of these days I'll reach out. But now he's going to go live twice a week, so I don't know. Maybe one of those lives, Scott, you can actually, it could be a teaching live. I don't know. I know you didn't want to do that, but oh man, we could all benefit from it. So, oh, hey, Tracy. Welcome, hon. I'm glad you could drop in. Yes, take care of yourself, Allie. Mike, are you listening? Listen to yourself. So happy I hopped on tonight and saw your live, Lori. Yes, I love having new people. Eagles are amazing. I can watch them all day. Oh, I love it. I love it. So if you want, Mike, I can send you that link. I pop in all the time. Sometimes it's just so relaxing to sit there and watch the baby, watch it grow. A little sad when I found out one of them had passed, but man, this is like my third year now watching the babies, because they eventually always take off, and I just love it. So, it's, let me see. The name of it, Scott, is John Bunker Sands Wetland. John, I'll put it in the chat. It's in Texas. They're about to, I think I may have missed some. Sorry, guys. They're about to delete property taxes in Florida. I think that will help a lot of smaller families stretch their paychecks. Yeah, property taxes, I don't know what they are in Florida, but they're crazy here. They're crazy up here. And it seems the services just keep getting pulled back. So, you can go live as long as you want, really. Those who can stay will stay. Thanks, Scott. I have no idea what caused this, but last night around 10, my latest video started taking off like a rocket, going from 30 to 130 in less than 12 hours. That's awesome. Do you know where it's at now? That's awesome. Congrats. All this wonderful news. All this wonderful news tonight. You guys are silly. You can all call me as much as you want anytime for help on anything. No. If it was an emergency, I would, but otherwise, I can ask chat too. But chat doesn't always get it right. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, sorry. That was the old version. Or, no, yeah, you don't do it that way anymore. Sometimes I want to pull my hair out. So don't ever always trust AI. It's not 100%. Sally has been checking on me. She's a friend I am so happy to have. She is a sweetheart. 100%, Allie. I'm glad she's there for you. I absolutely love Sunday and Wednesday nights. I can't wait to see what other night I will like or love when Scott decides when his second live will be. What about Monday nights? Well, that's Wednesday. Friday nights. Well, you could go live Saturday nights, but with the summer coming up, Scott, you're going to do 2 lives a week now? Awesome. You mentioned it, Scott. You mentioned it, so now everybody's going to expect it. You'll just have to talk with Mrs. Escaping and see what will work. Maybe you guys could be on together, just like Daryl comes on. No, Scott is not doing a second live. I'm just messing with him or trying to get him to do a second live. Way to go, Scott. Sally said I'm going to do 2 lives. I'm not the one who said I am. How did she type that fast with only one hand? Who, me? Oh, me and Scott. Do you have a camera in my house? How do you know I type with one hand? I don't know, Scott. It was like magic. Right, Scott? Magical. I think I'm caught up. She knows typing magic spells or something. Tyler, did you hear that? You cannot trust AI 100%. No. Oh, man. And I yelled at AI the other day. I was asking something about the accident to see if I could get an update in real time. So I was asking it to go out and research where it could find. And it just kept talking to me. And I kept just telling it to stop talking. And it's like, okay, I'll stop talking. But then it kept talking. I'm like, would you stop taking the last word? Anyways, all right. We have come to the end of the chat. So March 1st. March 1st. Can you believe it, guys? March 1st. I am so excited. Oh, and I am in my new office. And Jason, he's probably gone. But I do have my candle lit. And I have my Scott sticker here. Oh, I froze. Uh-oh. I froze. And, don't know what happened. Well, I might not be reading tonight. Oh, I'm back. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I was showing my Scott sticker and I froze. And then I have my Sally mug. So I need to get stickers from Okies Eden too. All right, March 1st before I freeze again. Life is counterintuitive. When all of your effort, stress, worry, and 14-hour workdays don't deliver the results, happiness, or connection you're striving so hard to attain, consider this. Mike, are you listening? When all of your effort, stress, worry, and 14-hour workdays don't deliver the results, happiness, or connection you're striving so hard to attain, consider this. Giving brings more joy than receiving. Rest recharges your energy more than constant pushing ever will. And for the people in the back, rest recharges your energy more than constant pushing ever will. Meditation, not obsession, enhances focus. Vulnerability is true strength, and the most powerful words humans can speak are, help me. And just in case I stuttered, the most powerful words humans can speak are, help me. So stop, breathe, relax, let go of your expectations and your need for control. Take in the present moment and the people around you. Approach each day with the intention to love, listen, and learn. That pause in your outward effort will bring you more than you ever thought possible. Promise. Ask yourself this: what part of your life feels out of control, and how can you release the grip to allow growth, peace, or new opportunities to enter? I think that was quite appropriate for tonight. So remember, folks, we are going to do, what's our word? We're going to look at the lens through certainty. That this week, be certain that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, Whatever it is, it's going to work in your favor. View it from that lens. And we will check in next Sunday. I love you guys. I love you more than the world. I'm telling you. You mean the world to me. You really do. Each and every one of you. You're in my prayers all the time. And as Sally says, the core crew. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Sunday night. And I will see you all throughout the week. Bye, guys.